Okay, with number 32 again, Captain Karl Hopper, and Karl, another Essex derby, another win. So, like again, just as usual, tell us how you felt the team performed.
Another good team performance. I think when you play the derbies, it's always good to get a win. It's always good to have bragging rights as well. I think the team played really well. I know they scored, maybe people were hoping for a few more goals for bragging rights, but 8-2, it's a good result. We're not a bad team again. We've played some teams like that this year. We've got kids who can play, but as a whole, they just don't seem to have the depth as what we have as a squad. I think we've got 3 strong lines, and other teams have maybe had 2, and maybe a few people who need a bit more encouragement and a bit more coaching on their teams, who could possibly be a good team for 3-line hockey next year if they can keep that team together, Romford. But yeah, I think everyone played well. Everyone put in 110%, and well, I don't think it needs to be said before the game. We have our little chat on the net, we have our chat in the dressing room, but I don't think it takes any kind of gene up from anyone to get someone going for that sort of game. It's one of the games where everyone enjoys playing in, and it's a bit more physical than your normal games with it being local. And I thought the lads played really well and excelled to get to victory what we got.
And like that incident when you skated in and hit Perry Whitlock, knock him down to the ice, why do you do it?
I don't know, I got a bit of red mist actually. It was, there's been a couple of incidents in the game where I thought the referee had missed, and there was a couple of hits from behind, or a couple of late hits, a couple of sticks coming up here and there, which we don't really bother with as a whole, because when you're winning, it's when you've got a comfortable lead, it's not really something that you really worry about. But a few things happened in that just before that incident. I don't know, got my back up a little bit, and things wasn't being called maybe as it should have. And the kid who Whitlock or whatever his name was he'd had a few digs at Sean Martin in that shift where it happened, and at the end he was coming back, and Sean was just skating off to change the lines as we was going to do, and he'd come back and give him I don't know whether he gave him a niggle or said something or whatever, but just got to the point where I just thought, well, maybe if I give him a little shot, he might just might pipe him down a bit. But I hit him, and I'm not too sure what really happened, really, to be fair. I thought I punched him in the chest, but other people have said to me and seen maybe how it looks on camera or what they saw from the stands, and maybe said that some of the people have said I've hit him in the face, or anyway, regardless of that, I don't know, it was just something maybe I thought I should have done, and looking back at it now, I don't think I should have, because I think we was on a power play anyway, as I've been told, and maybe just put us back a bit, putting them on a 3-minute power play after their 2 minutes was up, and luckily the boys all come together in that, and I don't know, sometimes it works to your advantage. Maybe it wasn't the sort of game where I should have done it, because something like that, someone maybe takes charge of something and it gets the other lads a bit G'd up, where it could have backfired and could have got them G'd up, and if it was a bit more closer it could have maybe been a bit of a scare for us. But I thought the boys did alright, and for my part in it, I maybe shouldn't have done it, but at the time I thought it was a good idea.
And what angered you about the 5+ game penalty call on you?
Just that he came over to the bench, and that guy was just coming into the bench. I was already on the penalty box, and he came over and he said 2 minutes for interference or slashing on their guy, which, fair enough, like, the guy didn't really do anything to me. I just thought I'd have my 2 pence worth as you do, but he came over and he said 5+ game for cross-checking, and I just thought that was totally the wrong call. It was, if one thing I had one stick on the top, one hand on the top of my stick, and I gave him a shot in the chest, and the guy's fallen over like he'd been shot from about 30 yards or something. But the referees looked at it, and that angered me a bit. As you could probably see when I came off the bench, I was a bit et up about it, because I knew a 5 game meant something for me for the games what we're coming up to, and I felt a bit like I let myself down a bit. That got my back up a bit as well, and the only person who you can vent your anger at that point is the referee, and luckily I didn't get anything else for what I said afterwards. But I don't know, it just all takes over after that. You get ahead of yourself, and things come into your head, and different scenarios come out, and I just aimed myself in, and I can hear Richie waiting, telling me to calm down in the background, and there was a few lads shouting a few things at me from our team, and then I just thought, well, let's just get off while the going's good before I get myself in any deeper trouble. So yeah, that wound me up a bit, but other than that, what happened, and I'm sure we'll do okay.
And you'll miss the next 2 games, is that correct?
Yeah, the next 2 games, either way, I really didn't want to miss, but during the game when I did what I did, I didn't really think about who we was playing the next week. I just get on with what happens in the game you're playing in, and Basingstoke home as well. If they bring a decent squad, they haven't got a bad side, but hopefully we got Rudy back this week, Derek Reese and Staples have all been playing well. Sean Easton's been playing well, so I think we've got enough depth in our defensive core to get around it. We've done alright this year when we've had people missing, and I'm sure me missing won't make that much big of a difference, but from being a captain and supposed to be a role model, I think I let myself down on that side, and let the lads down a bit, but I'm sure the lads will pick it up and we'll get the 2 results the weekend coming. And
final question, your goal against Romford, just like talk us through it again. What was you thinking as you picked up the puck and started skating up ice?
We've been discussing it in the changing room beforehand, and we've tried it in a couple of games before. As soon as the defence get the puck, instead of coming all the way back and setting it up, just quick up and look up ice straight away. And as I got the puck, I span and turned around, looked up ice into their end, and everyone had gone for a line change. So I thought, oh well, here we go. So I thought I'd just have a skate, got over the blue line, and there was one kid coming across. I just thought, I'll get it to the net and see what happens, and it went in. And I took myself a bit by surprise, and when I got back on the bench, Dino had a little chuckle, and like what we've been talking about before, and it proves like the way we've been watching games this year and the way we've watched other teams, that when you do practice things you've been talking about, it comes off, and it was nice to actually do something what proves what we've been trying to work on all year. Like, it does work. I mean, it's happened a couple of times, but yeah, it's nice to get another one. It's 3 goals in 3 games, so yeah, it won't be 4 goals in 5 games at the minute because we've been suspended next week. But yeah, it's nice, and my dad was there as well. It's the first time he's seen me playing for about 5 years, so it was nice to get going in front of him and get the proceedings going like we did on Sunday in 182. So yeah, it was nice. It was good.
And why no moonwalk celebration?
I
was waiting for it.
I was thinking it. I had another one lined up, but when it came to it, I think I bottled it a bit. But no, I don't know. I just took myself by surprise scoring, and I think when I'd actually looked up after the goal got in, I think I'd have hit the boards more than I would have been able to do any trickery with my feet. But no, it's just, I'm sure I'll have 2 games left after this, and hopefully I'll get another one and pull a move or something for everyone to have a laugh at me about.